Hello and welcome back to our HIP Roman Restoration campaign. In our last episode we had an unfortunate, not to say tragic, succession when Emperor Callinicos the Great here died of poor health at the unfortunately young age of only 43, so we are now playing as the 12-year-old Emperor Justinos with the Despot of France here as our regent. So we'll come of age pretty soon, but the good news here is that this ended our truce with Hungary, so we'll be able to go to war with them immediately as soon as we're out of the current war which we're fighting, which is against Franconia. We're up to 88%. We've also been dealing with the inevitable faction issues, which may be under control after we've blown through most of the Imperial Treasury, bribing people. So we'll just keep an eye on this. I think most of our problems here are stemming from the fact that our domain is too big, so with any luck we'll pick up some more stewardship over the course of our education. Or I guess if I absolutely have to, I can give away a holding or two. But I would much rather not. So let's unpause and we can continue our sieges. Yes, we're being attacked here, of course, by the Franconian army. They crossed a river. We have slightly superior numbers. I don't remember whether I put leaders in charge of this. I didn't, okay. But we have reinforcements next door that we can send in immediately. If I can click on the right place, there we go. So this should be a pretty easy victory. Might even get us enough war score to win the war. Franconia, of course, in as an ally. Or not Franconia, but Nuremberg. And we did indeed get 100%, so let's enforce our demands. Our claimant has usurped the various titles here. And I think our borders look a bit better. So I think we can just disband everything here. And let's stay at peace for just a little while to see if the factions are going to behave themselves before we embark on another war. We also have this peasant revolt going on, but I'm operating under the assumption that that's going to resolve itself, or rather my vassals will resolve it for me. Alright, I think things are pretty stable here. They're at least not getting any worse. Let's see what is going on over here. Troops from Mercia. Maybe we should just do something about this ourselves. Let's declare war on Hungary first and then raise troops for that. So we want the Duchy of Transylvania, which is 4 counties, which, if my previous calculations were correct, should be exactly the number that we need to usurp the kingdom title. Let's declare that we're immediately hostile to whoever this is. I guess it's just vassals of his. He's not involved in any other wars, okay. Well, we'll just raise troops from nearby and get marching, I suppose. Alright, we've got 44,000. How many are we likely facing? 34,000. I guess we'll raise a few more. Raise Morea right here, which I guess we'll do. Or maybe we already did. That's probably one of these. In case, maybe we'll take Lorraine from over here. Oh, I imagine some of these counties are mountains. We'll have a relatively low supply limit. They're all hills, actually. Apart from the northernmost one. And the supply limits seem relatively decent, actually, but you'd probably expect them to drop a bit come winter. And let's go and deal with these peasants. To avoid using my retinue because we're a little bit financially constrained at the moment and I don't want to have to pay to reinforce them. I wonder why the church is so rich and the peasants so poor. I'll go ahead and ask Benoit d'Epinal, which I think is our guardian. Yes, not our mother, our stepmother, I suppose. Our father's second wife. But we'll ask her. Our steward has had some interesting ideas on how to improve the economy. We'll, I suppose, adopt his ideas. Do we care about economy tech spread rate? We have maxed out tech in our capital. I guess it could allow us to build castle town upgrades elsewhere if we spread that faster. I don't think that's really a big deal, actually. On the other hand, probably should stay on the good side of this duke. So I guess we'll pay the gold reluctantly. Treating people fairly and providing justice is my duty. I have gained the just trait. Excellent. I think she has the just trait. No, she doesn't actually. Okay. Guess we kind of got lucky then. But this is extra stewardship, which might raise our allowed domain size. No. Alright, so Poland has been called into our war. With their 63,000 troops. I think the last time we fought Poland, they were busy with some other war off in this direction, so we didn't actually fight their army very much. This time, however, we might not be so lucky. This is the only war that they're currently fighting. Alright, let's raise more troops then. Rather not be annoying all of my powerful vassals by doing this, but I guess if we gotta do it, we gotta do it. This is from France, probably. Let's just disband half of these. I think we don't need this many. We'll march them over in this direction. Alright, I think we can probably afford to march on the peasants over here. And that hasn't got us 100% because they have the other army that just popped up somewhere down here. Seems like somebody's taking care of it, so we'll ignore that for the moment. Arrange marriage from our Despot of Lusitania and our Despot of Britannia. Maybe I want to marry somebody to my kinswoman. I guess it doesn't matter too much. I think Britannia was out of the factions. Lusitania, though, probably is out as well, it looks like. We won't get a huge opinion bonus from this anyway. I think at most it'll be just the allowed marriage bonus. I guess we'll go with Britannia. Allowed a marriage plus 10, yes. Well, it's not nothing, I suppose. Alright, so we got 30,000 here. We have another 30-odd thousand on the way, which is about enough to match Poland. I think we'll march over in this direction a bit more, though. Just come to this county, actually. Gained a tithe, which is very nice. Local nobles from Thrace wish to prove their loyalty to you. As Thrace is a world-renowned hummus-producing region, they have decided to present you with a great offering of hummus. The hummus you receive is of high quality, with many varieties, flavored with the most succulent spices and ingredients. Thanks. So we gain 10 prestige, we gain diplomacy and health. Sounds pretty good, actually. Alright, so we'll get our armies gathered together close by over here. Prepare for a possible battle with Hungary. They're gathering troops, it looks like, in this general area. see 38,000 Polish troops over there. So I'm a little concerned about how far away this army is. But if they're just going to sit here and siege the Templar holding in this county, that's okay with me. No longer see Hungary's army. I think we had another army headed to this county specifically, so we'll send you there instead. Her nephew and heir threw up on us while we were dining. Ew. Alright, our peasant revolt has ended. Guy can be executed. And we have more upgrades finishing. And we had a kinsman come of age. Probably not too relevant to anything. Alright, well we might just go after the Polish army if this is all they have right now. A little bit over the supply limit. Take about 20k and head up here. Send another 20k there. And we're probably going to need more than that. I guess you can head up to this county and then we'll send you through here. Then we have about 60k surrounding them, which should be enough to give us a victory. We had a subject converted, that's good. No sign of the Hungarian army yet, so I guess we'll start moving in the direction of our war goal. Alright, so we've prompted them to move. They're probably coming down here to attack this army. Any defensive terrain nearby? I guess not. So why don't you just stay where you are then? You stop here. You can come over to this county instead, and you come up here. It'd be nice if we had a terrain advantage, but I think we have the numbers around to beat them no matter where they actually engage us. So he's going to be in this county on the 26th. We're going to be there on the 23rd. I think we'll just take that, we can reinforce immediately. We actually have 60,000, and we'll be fighting him with initially 50,000, and then we'll have more reinforcements a little bit further away. That's probably still okay. Yeah, you're going to be next door, okay. I think we'll still do it. I like our chances. Oh, and we have engaged the Hungarian army accidentally. Well, let's reinforce this one as well. Get some commanders in. Didn't remove anyone from here, that's fine. Alright, so 23rd. We are in place. Are taking attrition here, unfortunately. It's winter. But it will stop as soon as the battle starts, I suppose. Okay. So I'll get everybody on the way in. And then come back here, and you are heading there. You can head straight in. Alright, I think we're going to be okay here. Pretty sure this one's going to be pretty easy once our full reinforcements arrive. So let's watch this one. Need to hold out for reinforcements, which shouldn't be a problem. We're now fighting the full army, 46k. But our reinforcements should not be too far behind. 13th, 20th, 12th of February. Wow, they are kind of further away than I thought. Okay. Well, we'll see how it goes. It was the 13th when they're first going to start arriving. So that's another 10 days to hold out. Alright, so our first batch is in. We're now 32k against 44k. Meanwhile, the battle in Hungary is going as well as expected. It was a decent amount of war score as well. Okay, so we follow the retreating army here? If there is one, did we just destroy it? I guess we did. We'll head off towards our war goal then, instead of wherever else we're going. Probably take some attrition on the way, but I'm not going to be too concerned about it, especially if we did just wipe out their whole army. Yeah, he's down to 2k, okay. Alright, so our next wave of reinforcements is going to be here on the 20th, and I think that'll pretty much give us the victory. It was a little closer than I would have liked, but turned out okay in the end. Converted some counties. I hope we get a huge amount of war score for this one as well. Collected another tithe, so we're back over 1,000 gold, which makes me feel a bit better. 40% war score, so pretty good. We're up to 78. Let's see, the Polish armies are all retreating to Prague, where there is already a Polish army. I think we'll just follow with a couple of these. Fight a second battle. Alright, we're sieging 3 of our 4 counties. We shouldn't need to siege all of them. Probably just 1 will be enough. Especially if this battle is worth any amount of war score. Alright, this is actually kind of close. We should probably send in some reinforcements there. Also should have paid attention to whether I had commanders in charge. For some reason I thought I sent more troops than this. Maybe we took attrition or something. But I think we're going to be okay nonetheless. Ooh, maybe not actually. They're holding up well in the center. Okay, we're fine. Alright, only 6%. And we captured a prisoner. No point actually sieging any of the Polish land because it's not worth any war score to do that. So I guess we'll just retreat back here, having more or less destroyed their armies. And we'll wait for a few sieges over here in Hungary to give us the victory. That is subject converted, that's okay. Poland re-raising some troops, so we'll keep an eye on them. My uncle will not be getting any fiefs of his own. We're now 13 years old. And the factions definitely seem to have calmed down. Independence is still at 40%, but there's only 4 actual members. Maghreb, Swabia, Navarra, and Pannonia Secunda, which is up here somewhere. Well, it's somewhere. I guess once we have the Kingdom of Hungary, we can get rid of Pannonia Secunda anyway. At least as our direct vassal. Ooh, and we have 23k from Hungary heading in here. We're in the plains here, actually. I thought this one was hills, too. Okay, well, we'll just give up siege progress here to reinforce, and we should be okay. I have to imagine, but we'll have to wait until the next episode to find out, because we're just about out of time. So thanks for watching, and join me again then.